Alrighty then. Who remembers? What's the last thing we remember? It can be. Let's do it like that instead of like someone recap everything. What's the last thing anyone remembers?
We got some shirt from a wolf. We picked the death bloomer, the fuck thing's called. Uh, Went back to Selka's, basically and fucking interrogated her. And then got the antidote, drank the antidote, showed me to go fuck myself. I left, then we left. And then,
Maddie made her drink the
yeah.
antidote for about 20 minutes.
Threw the vial at her head on her way out.
Yeah, that's actually true. Forgot about that part.
What part?
You threw the vial at her head on the way out. Drank the
Oh,
potion,
yeah.
threw the
It's like,
vial
yeah,
at
I'll
her
tell you
Oh,
head.
something.
yeah.
I actually don't remember most of that.
Yeah.
I was drunk for most of that interaction. Why did it seem slow?
And then we went, and then we went somewhere. I can't remember.
Real
And then
sorry, blacked out there.
I
Did I
think
throw
we went
something
to
to
a
you?
tavern, right? We went to the tavern and then we called it.
You went to the tavern. I don't remember the details of what we talked about. I think it was around what to tell the druids. So let's pick it up there, and then move on
Oh
from
yeah.
whatever
Okay.
you
Okay.
guys want to
Okay.
tell the
Yep.
druids.
Oh. Yep.
Okay, so we're picking up where we last left off after getting the antidote from Selka. Arrive at the tavern. Chuckle fucks and drinks were had and shared, as well as a serious conversation about what we think of Selka, how trustworthy she actually is, versus how much we should tell the elders when we check in with them so we can figure out what they know. So, with that, how much should we tell the elders?
I think we should tell them absolutely nothing.
I don't think we should tell them absolutely nothing. Or else they'll be probably a little curious about what we've been doing this whole time.
There's a lot of people in this town. I don't think they're keeping tabs on everybody.
Yes, but we are the new people. We kind of stick
But
out like a sore thumb, remember?
if they come and they ask,
Then we
then we'll
don't give them everything. We just say, went out to check out the lands around your grove.
half truths,
Exactly.
quarter truths if need be.
So we're not technically lying, but we are lying.
Exactly.
The question
Lars, do you
is,
get with this plan?
I'm fine with it, but question is, what do we need from them?
I think it's more along the lines of if we can earn their trust, because right now I'm not sure if they trust us.
Granted, we do need their help if we want to find our lost items and get to the bottom of whatever the hell's going on with this forest. I just get a
True.
bad feeling about our association with known criminals and how much they'll like or not like that. Present company excluded, looks at Senna.
I think we're fine. Nothing to worry about, nothing to sweat about.
Well, one thing you are right about, Lars, is they don't have an exact reason to come ask us or do anything.
Like, there's a
So,
lot of people here. There's,
no, that's true.
people
So
coming
I
and
would
going
say
all the time.
we don't need to tell them shit unless they actually come to us asking what's been going on. But I think we should probably go to them first and ask if there's anything we can help with. Earn their trust, maybe they can help us find our stuff faster.
Do you think they will have noticed the Guardian
No.
being freed or the Death's Bloom being plucked?
We're gonna have to figure that out as we go. Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Works for me.
I mean, there's not many other options that I can think of. Can't exactly just skip town.
You
No, not at
can.
this rate. We're here for a reason. We might as well see it through. So, should we go check in with them?
We might as well. Just walks up to them. Hey guys, nothing wrong here.
We're at
Totally
the
not
table next
suspicious.
door.
Yeah,
You're like
exactly.
right next by.
Literally next to us. Yeah, yeah.
So he taps you on the shoulder. Hey, you guys
Just
know we can hear everything you're saying, right?
no, like you're like, okay, cool. That's exactly what we're telling them. Looks over at the other
Like,
table. They're all just staring at you with a beer in their hands. So,
y'all come here
what
after
do you,
work too?
what y'all been up to? You'll come here after work too? No way. You come here too? Oh God. Oh gee.
Hey, Wednesday's trivia night.
All right. So I think we should definitely go at least say hi, see what they're doing. Maybe ask if they need any help with anything. We'll see if they say anything about the, well, you know what.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all good if I fast forward us there?
Fast
Yes,
forward us there.
sir.
Prepare to
All
fast
right,
forward.
you, so you leave the tavern, make your way back to the center of the grove, back to that big government building that is basically integrated within the largest tree of the grove in the very, very center. That's kind of like the mother tree out of which all the other plant life and all the other major trees in the forest and in the grove are connected to. So you go to that kind of like central hub where that government building is connected to, and you see a few of the elders kind of looking over each other, quite nervously pacing, um, kind of hunched over their table. There's a map laid out in front of them, and they look pretty nervous as far as you can tell from the distance. And as you walk closer to them, is there anything you do at that point?
Can I see the map? What
Not
they're
from
looking
where you
at?
are. Do you want to get closer and like talk to them and see what they're looking
Just
at?
in the middle of a conversation, this big fucking hulking orc comes up.
He's hovering over
What's
their
up,
shoulder.
guys?
You got a map? Yeah, I like maps.
It's interesting. Grabs it.
Where are all these squiggles on it?
Picks it up, rotates it. What's
Yeah.
this?
Oh, you think you have it upside down, guys?
Weast? What the hell is weast?
Weast. Yes, I had some of that in my bread.
All right, so
All right.
what do you want to do, Senna?
Keep just walking forward. See if I can kind of make out what they're looking at.
Okay. From a distance, well, as you get a little bit closer, you're still at a distance at this point, but you're able to see what looks like a map of the grove itself, as well as some of the surrounding terrain. You can't really see like specifically any marked spots or anything in particular that they're looking at, but that's as far as you can tell so far.
Okay. Is like everybody there, like the head
So
elder?
yeah,
or-
you from this point you can recognize Tylus, who has been the elder leader that you've been encountering or dealing with most of the time. As you walk a little bit closer, also, you notice that the Harpers are also kind of starting to file in and having their own side conversations as they walk in. Again, it's the morning. You guys kind of like went through the night at the bar, discussing, decompressing, had your fill, and now, as the sun is rising and shedding light on some new developments on the grove, potentially exposing maybe what's been going on in your last adventure. You see the same usual lot, but they seem a little bit more on edge.
And that's the same dude that we talked to when we first got here, right?
Yep, Tylus has been the main guy, so he's the one that basically told you that if you would like their help, then you should prove that you're actually capable and loyal, and prove yourself and help the Grove heal. Also there, and I forget her name. I know one of you guys wrote it down, but I kind of made it up on the spot, so I don't remember her name. but it's the Harper leader who told you that you would have their help as well in exploring the wilds if you helped out the grove too. So she basically revealed to you as well that the one who stole your belongings back at that first tavern was one of their own Harpers.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to go back into my
Yeah, let me know
notes
if you
to see.
do have her name, to be honest.
Yeah, it's Aerolith, right?
Is it?
Aerolylyth, Druid
Okay.
Harper.
I believe you, yeah. Can you post it?
I take a picture of it.
You can't just copy paste. Oh, you wrote it in your notes. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can write it then if you just tell me how it's spelled again.
Yeah, it's Aerolyth. And then I have in parentheses Druid Harper.
Okay. That'll do it then. Appreciate it.
Oh boy, you cannot fucking read that. Actually, turn off my blue light. Stop it, you whore.
What are you looking through?
No, I'm just looking at my apps turning my fucking thing off.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do at this point?
Here,
Um,
give me 2 seconds. I'm just writing down some notes.
I think you'll think my note taking is fucking. Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh, you don't have to take a picture. It's okay.
I already did.
I thought you were gonna say, I think you think my note taking is quite on boss shit.
No, I went to go post it, but it was like rotated.
Oh, I hate
Mm.
that.
There you go.
I love it. Okay, what does that say? Bitch who stole our shit. Remember, shithead familiar. That's so funny, Maddie. Yeah, I think I remember her name was Lyriel. I think that was the name I gave her. That's the bitch that stole the shit. But the Harper leader, yeah, I guess yeah, Aerolith at the very bottom. Okay, yeah, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Like I said, honestly, my handwriting is dog shit, and I like how at the very least we know who these people are.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be
you're
nice
very
to
to
know.
the point, so that's good. Thank you, Maddie. Diligent saving the day. Oh shit, this is like a really high res image. Like I clicked on it and zoomed in. I can see like all the little smudges with every pen stroke. That's fucking crazy.
Wait, really?
It's like a very high res image.
Oh my god.
Right? What is this? This is
Why why can you zoom in so far?
I'm actually curious what the
I accidentally zoomed in on bitch. That's the funny part.
love it. The heart wants what it wants.
Mm.
Details. 96 DPI. Maddie. 4032 pixels by 3024 pixels. This is a very high res image.
I have my
96
phone set to
DPI.
like 4K 60 frames per second. Like
Wow.
it's the highest you can put it.
How much storage do you have on your phone? Because holy shit, you're gonna
Terabyte.
run out quick.
I have a
Got a terabyte of
terabyte.
storage on there?
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get on you. Alright, well, appreciate it. It comes in handy. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
Sorry, since we got on that tangent, my ADHD kicked in. What did they say to us again, or did they not say anything
They
to
haven't
us
said
again?
anything
They
yet.
didn't say anything. We
They've
just
just been
walked in.
approaching, and kind of Senna's been peeking over to see what they're up to.
Okay.
They
Does
haven't
anyone
quite
notice
noticed
us
you.
come in? Okay,
No,
okay.
they haven't quite noticed you yet.
Can we hear what they're saying? Like, clearly.
Like eavesdrop on their conversation.
You can hear little bits. You can't really make out the full context or what they're saying, but every now and then, one or two words peeks through. So you're hearing words like doesn't, sense, but where.
So I'm just gonna kind of progress slowly towards them, not really saying anything, just to kind of see if I can eavesdrop a little bit more before they notice that we're here.
I do the same thing while looking at the map.
Do I have to roll for something like that?
You're making your way closer to them.
Yes.
Are you
Just kind of like
trying to sneak up, or what are you trying to do?
no, just slowly until they realize that I'm actually there. I just want to see how much I can get away with.
No. Okay. No. What we no. I'm gonna stealthily walk up behind them.
Snap all their necks.
Behind the biggest dude, and I'm just gonna slowly just look over his shoulder and like not move, not say anything, just observe.
Okay, can you do a stealth check?
Fuck yeah, I can.
So I thought you were gonna say, for some reason that popped in my head. So I lean over his shoulder and very slowly insert my finger into his ear.
He'll never hear
Wet
it.
Willie. Wet Willie.
Into his ear.
Wet Willie, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, for rolls, we should definitely still use the character sheets. Or physical rolls. Whatever.
You mean like roll in the character sheets?
Oh, yeah, no, well, I mean, if you can use an actual physical die, for sure, but I'm just saying for, like, some of the more complex shit, definitely don't, it's just going to be easier to do it there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, for stuff like this, where we're just rolling for whatever,
Yeah, no,
I think it'd be
I'm
easier
just saying, like, compared to the spreadsheet I made, like, it's going to be a partnership. Like, I'm not trying to move us all the way
16.
to a spreadsheet. Okay, total?
Yep.
Okay, so with a 16, you're able to basically scoot your way through the pews and through the chairs and tables that lead up to the very center of the room. So the way the room is arranged is, again, like one giant circle. So in the very center, that's kind of where they're at, and you've been making your way. You know the little, like, shuffle that you do when you're trying to find a place to sit at the movie theaters, hoping that no one shoves a dildo up your ass? You're kind of like doing a little crab walk.
Shuffle, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're kind of doing your way that through the pews, which, again, you're a very large presence, so doing that requires a lot of skill, which you apparently do have. So you make your way closer and closer, finally are about, let's say, 5 feet from Tylus, the main elder, and you're standing behind him and kind of peering over the top of his head, kind of glancing down at the map that they're looking at. Now, the other elders are kind of facing the same direction, so they don't quite notice you yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stand still like a fucking statue and just observe.
Okay.
And listen to what they're saying.
Okay.
And like look at the map, see if anything's like weird about it, or they placed anything down or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Just gathering information.
I got you. So at this point, by the way, is Tyr doing anything during this time?
No, just kind of seeing if so as I'm creeping, or not creeping, really not creeping, just kind of slowly, casually walking towards the table. Can I hear anything more? Are you sure? Roll a perception check.
I don't think it would be for perception, but it just depends. How close do you want to get without them noticing? Do you want them to notice you, or you don't? You're not trying to sneak.
I think you should sit the fuck down.
Just sit down at the table.
No, no, no. Like stop and then wait for me to do my thing, and I can get my way back and let y'all know.
All right, Maddie.
Oh, you're gonna get the hint, but not.
Oh, go ahead. You do you. I guess I'll stop moving,
Okay.
waiting to see what Senna does.
Okay, so from where you are, again, you're only hearing little bits and pieces of the conversation. With Senna being closer, she's able to hear it more clearly. So, Senna, you hear. Let me think. Okay, so you see them hunched over this map, and you hear them talking about or theorizing potential routes, although you don't have the context for what they're talking about specifically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can just tell they're thinking out loud and talking about where something could have come from, where it could have gone, and they're looking over the map. And as you look closer on the map itself too, you can start to see the map of the grove and surrounding woods, yes, but you also start to see in kind of like a weird translucent kind of ink that's painted on top of the map, and it looks like they're pathways, like roads, but it's kind of strange because it looks like it's being highlighted, like, you know, basically like a highlighter over the top of existing structures and buildings and roads. So it's like weirdly crisscrossing or just covering in places that it doesn't really make sense to.
Okay, is that all I gather?
So far, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay.
Like a
They
I don't know
don't
what the rules
notice
are,
that.
but at a certain point, I'm gonna ask you to roll again or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
This is one broken ass thing about Senna. I have a proficiency in stealth for some fucking reason.
Sounds
Just
like it
wanna.
was on purpose,
I have I
Maddie.
have I have I have a +5 to
For
stealth.
some reason, looks over at Master Plan, leather-bound book.
Mahogany table. Anyway. Um. I mean, should at this point Alaris and Tyr roll fucking stealth
You can
checks?
do whatever you want. Right now,
No,
you're
I mean,
not
since
like
we're just basically standing in the fucking doorway watching her be sneaky, so I'm wondering, like, how do we?
you
I
do
don't know.
whatever you
You
want.
don't do a fucking thing
At this
until
point, you don't have to
either.
do anything because it's not like unless they tell
Yeah.
you someone's coming towards you and you don't want them to see you or something, then yeah.
No, fair enough.
But at this point, it's not happening. So unless you want to, do something or get closer, or also sneak, or just say hi, like whatever the fuck.
Well, Maddie, I could distract them so you could get. They don't know that you're there still for
No,
some
no, I
reason.
want to listen to the conversation though.
You could also just have a conversation.
No, I want to listen without provoke, because like people say one thing and then when like someone's present, you don't talk about certain shit.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
fair
like
enough.
one of those situations.
I got you.
Like they ain't gonna fucking talk about this fucking plant thing in front of me when I'm not supposed to know what the fuck it is.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I'm just gonna look over at Alaris and say, why don't we just sit here and see if she can do this by herself?
All right, we have our best man on it, gathering intel. We'll see how that
A,
goes.
a 6'9", 400-pound orc. This is gonna be good.
I mean, I've lost track of her myself, so this should be good. All right, so as they continue the conversation, can you roll again, Senna?
Yeah, 1 second. was messed up. Okay. 23.
Fuck off.
I rolled an
That's
18 with a plus
unacceptable.
5. No, it's not. It's Senna. She's stealthy.
Okay, okay.
You know,
Okay,
beefy
so
bitch.
all right, I'm gonna have to give you a little more then.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Breaking the DM's plans. My favorite thing.
All right. So as the conversation continues, one of the acolytes, which is kind of a younger male dressed in robes, similar to those of the elders, but he's a lot younger, and he's looks like he's like coming in and transporting a large stack of books and tomes and scrolls and plopping them down on the table. Again, still doesn't see you, and he asks the elders why they needed him to bring all these materials in the first place. Like what's going on? And Tylus explains to him, since its awakening, since the Guardian's awakening, the mother tree at the heart of our grove has become more and more active, as I'm sure you've noticed. And he looks towards the center of the room, up over his head, which again, not directly in your direction, you're still behind him, but he looks up, and as he does, the acolyte and the other elders start to glance upwards at the tree itself and start to notice the leaves starting to shimmer and rustle, and almost like there's a breeze going, even though there isn't any breeze in the room or in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And so he looks back down at the acolyte, explaining, they become more animated, yes, alive, yes, but unsettled too. At this point, we don't know what's to come, but I'm concerned that trouble is on the horizon, and these are bad omens. What do you do?
I think I'm gonna leave.
Okay. We can use the same one. To be honest, it was a really fucking good roll, so whatever. So where do you go? Do you go back to the group, or what do you do?
Back to the group.
Okay.
And then I explain everything.
So Senna starts quietly making her "don't put a dildo up my butt" shuffle back to the party. Go ahead.
And then I'm just gonna explain everything that I just heard to Tyr and Alars.
Tyr, what do you think?
Well, you sure they didn't say anything bad?
No,
Was that
nothing bad. No, nothing bad. That's just that they know about it.
It sounds like something bad might be coming, or at least they think so. Also, how would they have known that the Guardian was freed?
And if they knew about the Guardian, they could have had something like set up or sensed or some kind of alarm.
Well, they did say something about their mother tree being more active, right?
More active and more unsettled.
So maybe they know that that's the calling of the Guardian.
calling or a warning.
We don't know. I mean, the only way we would know is if we asked them, but
Is this the same building where we've turned in that quest? Yeah.
Which probably yes, but which one are you referring to?
The tree one. The first one. The only one we've been on.
Yeah, well, no, the Salka one also, but yeah. Yes, it
I want to
is.
count that as a quest, but yeah. Alright. What I think we should do is I think we should just walk up there like we not have a single fucking clue what anything's going down. And just talk to him and be super bright, super um dumb about the whole situation, to put it lightly. And maybe offer to the way how to fix it if they ask, or something of the nature. What do you guys think?
I mean, if we're gonna get in a talk with them eventually, we got to talk to them about something that's going on. Oh, by the way, when we were coming here, Dan, did we see anyone else like showing unrest or?
Yeah, fair enough. I kind of fast forwarded it. So when you came, it was basically the sun was just coming up, so it was very like quiet out to begin with. So it's not like you had hustle and bustle or people worried. And it's not necessarily the case that like everyday townspeople are going to be able or be privy to it or sense something off. So what you're noticing so far, what's happening in this hub, this council building, is they're just kind of discovering things and figuring shit out and sorting through their understanding of what's happening as the sun came up, and their understanding is being uncovered now.
Okay. Well, I'd say we just kind of pop this cherry. Senna, would you like to do the honors?
I shall. And then I'll just be like chest like have like a big chest, I guess, like puffed out. And then not like an intimidating way, just like confidence wise.
Okay.
And then just start walking up to
Just pump,
them.
just hitting your chest.
Just
Hmm?
imagining like Popeye,
Yeah, I'm
like
almost
Popeye
imagining
style.
like a
Not that
gorilla.
big, goddamn.
You didn't
No.
have your spinach this morning. Okay.
Yeah, and then have
So
experience.
okay, so
Put it on my skin.
you make your way back down the middle, um, like I don't know what you call it, just like the little lane, the lane that's in the center, that's cutting down the middle through the chairs and tables and up to that center point where they're all huddled around. Um, Chest puffed out, they do notice you. It's very visually striking. They're in awe and inspired by your confidence, and boy, are they glad to see you. No, so they actually are glad to see you. They look at you three with more trust and gratitude as you've gradually been demonstrating your value and your trustworthiness through the last couple quests you've been on. So they do say, "Thank goodness our local heroes have arrived once again."
And then I
Do you
bow.
do you know anything about what's happening?
What's happening? I haven't heard anything.
Could you actually fill us in?
He looks at the three of you, kind of confused. I'm surprised you haven't sensed it. And then specifically, his glance lingers a little bit at Alaris. So from there, he explains.
Basically, what?
Yeah, he basically explains that we believe something monumental has happened over the course of the night. While we lay in bed asleep, the guardian that watched over the forest, once sealed away, has now been reawakened. You sure you don't know anything about this?
I'm gonna look like shocked, like, oh, what guardian?
He goes on to say, go ahead and do a deception or whatever it would be.
That would be a deception,
That would
100%.
be a deception.
I hope your stats are fucking
Oh.
padded.
It's a +4 for
Let's get it.
deception.
Do it.
Oh God, please, Lord fucking Christ. Not bad. 19.
Maddie.
Not
Maddie,
bad.
I will drive over there and inspect every roll. This is shameful.
I'll put my cam on. You want me to? Just on my
No, I'm
on my-
exaggerating because it's funny. I generally or genuinely do believe you. It's just very shocking. Come on.
It is a 15.
Oh man. Okay. So
I want to have fun too, Dan.
So fucking
Oh,
cut in
fuck,
and
I
say some
realized.
shit. All right. So
Oh no! I wasn't talking. I was talking about you.
about me.
Yeah. Like, stop
Oh,
rolling
I
high.
see,
The
I
DM
see.
gets to have fun too. God damn it.
It's like I want to smile by making you frown. Okay. So, all right. So with that, he's immediately convinced, and his hopes and trust in you basically are reassured. So he begins to explain that the guardian is an ancient spirit. He's older than any of us, and he looks around the very weathered and old group of elders sat beside him, kind of knowingly, basically to say, I know that's hard to do or hard to believe, but he goes back, his ties to this forest go back further than any of us. His absence has left the forest, and indeed our grove, all the weaker. But with his restoration, we've already seen changes. The mother tree that stands above us, feeding life into our grove, has already become more animated and seemingly more healthy, but there are troubling signs. And then as he says that, a couple of leaves fall from the top of the tree and down onto the map.
So, what troubling signs did you notice?
Well, there's fucking leaves falling, isn't there?
No, but besides the leaves falling, it can't just be that. You said signs with an S.
Oh, these are very good leaves. They don't typically fall.
Sorry, I don't know my tree facts, my guy. Nah, I mean, besides the leaves falling, you said signs plural. So what other signs were you talking about?
Well, he kind of hesitates and thinks to himself, or kind of like looks around, thinking whether or not he should even tell you this information. But he explains the guardian has a dedicated purpose, not just to the entire forest and our grove, but in protecting the treasures that this grove has to offer and has hidden away. Since then, however, we worry that his reappearance may be linked to another phenomenon. You see, one of these treasures has gone missing.
What treasure's that?
A powerful outgrowth of the grove. I shouldn't say too much at this juncture, but if I am to reinvest my trust in you three, maybe it would be worth your counsel.
Well, if it helps your cause at all, we can try going to look for it if you point us in a direction.
We're always here to help.
Go ahead and roll.
Starts laughing.
Go ahead and roll
I
deception.
didn't mean to laugh.
Go ahead and roll deception.
I just thought it was. I just thought it was.
No, but I also think this
Okay.
is funny.
Oh man, it's slightly worse. 18.
Fuck off! Alright, at this point, the elder looks up at you, his eyes kind of tearing almost. Such kind souls! He says, very well. Very well, friends. Please listen and I'll explain. He goes on to say, there exists in our grove an ancient outgrowth that reflects the dual nature of the wilds themselves, both life and death. The potential for great order and chaos exists within it. We refer to this colloquially as the Death's Bloom. It's a flower whose true powers have long been lost. As you can see, we're doing everything we can to dig up ancient tomes and catalogs to see if there's anything we can learn about its potential and learn about where it could have gone, who might have taken it. But this is very troubling. It's a very troubling sign. We locked it away for a reason. Or secured it for a reason, I should say.
So this Death's Bloom, if we couldn't find it and it got into the wrong hands, how screwed are we?
How screwed indeed. That is the question we must uncover. But that is work for us to do.
Well, would you have any idea? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
He goes on to ask, in your travels so far in our grove, you've come across the Nightshade Brotherhood and their involvement in harvesting the forest magic. This has left all of us quite perplexed. Have you learned anything else about them?
I just got to this town. I don't know anything much about them in general, let alone the day, 24 hours, not even that I've been here.
Well, it's been more than 24 hours, and you did talk to them about the... Abso-fucking-lutely. And you...
No?
Yes, it fucking has.
Okay, 48 hours!
It's been
48 hours!
We've been in this cell for a minute, Manny.
No,
on like
it's not been that long.
It's been it's been a while.
Dude, we quite literally fucking got there.
At least like 3 nights at the tavern.
Did that and then came back. No, we took a fucking power nap at the tavern.
We took a fucking power nap.
Manny.
Okay then. How long have we been here for?
It has not been 24 hours.
Fucking feels like it.
Okay.
How long have we
actually
been here?
At least a week, because the lines are blurred and I'm not keeping track of it so closely.
Damn.
But I do know for a fact we have at least like slept over nights at taverns, like at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
So that's at
72.
least 3.
I'm calling it 72 hours.
Let's call it a week or so because
72 hours.
All right. Also, like, can we assume that like there's some shit that happens in between sessions sometimes where it's like, just because we've played for like 3 days or like 3 total sessions doesn't mean they've only been doing something for like a few hours or have been around.
But that's how I was taking it.
No, I get it. And like for the most part, I'll gradually get better at like doing that. But I'm hoping for some leniency from you guys to be like, oh, we've been here for a little while, like we've been living among them a little bit here. But fair enough. I'll try and make that more like clear or track that better.
Got you. All right.
In any case,
so
the last time you did, the main point being, the last time you excuse me. The last time that you talked to Tylus, I think, was about the Nightshade Brotherhood in particular. And you told him about the tunnels underground, and you told them that there's machinery that they're potentially involved with, like harvesting the forest magic from the roots that you discovered. And you told them that basically they're involved in some way. And he went on to explain to you that the Nightshade Brotherhood has been a secret criminal organization that has basically lived among the Grove, practicing their,
Yeah, I remember.
their
I
thievery
have my
at night.
notes.
So yeah, I'm just like for everybody's sake, just to get us caught.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's where he's coming from, and that's why he's asking, like, because last time he talked to you, he did also tell you keep an eye out for them. So now he's checking back in. Do you have you seen anything more about him?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. uh,
So have you learned anything more about them?
Not a whole lot, to be
other
honest.
than, yep, being massive pile of garbage. Nope.
We just heard they've been terrorizing a lot of your people and the land itself, and that they were trying to siphon magic from you guys.
To your roll
That's about it.
deception.
Where's my deception? What is my deception? Oh, fun.
Uh-oh. What'd you roll? You rolled fucking 2, I swear.
18. 17
Hey.
plus 1,
I'm
baby.
going to murder everybody.
17 plus 1, baby.
All right. So I don't know what's what my voice. What the fuck? So he looks onwards and nods to you. Kind of dejected and disappointed to hear that we don't have any leads on this group that might be involved in stealing this, this very powerful item. He explains that if they're involved, this doesn't seem like the normal bit of criminality that they get up to. They've long plagued us by stealing our elixirs, our plant life, our herbs, and exporting them on the black market, but they've never gone this far. To do it alone would require a great deal of knowledge about the druidic arts. Think hard. Have you noticed anyone suspicious?
The only thing suspicious is my beer mug being empty. So nothing so far, but I'm not sure what suspicious looks like in these neck of the woods, because it can look different from place to place, as I've seen through my travels.
I suppose so. After conferring with the other elders, it's our strongly held belief that they are not working alone. We'll keep an eye out for the Brotherhood's moves. Until then, I suggest you keep your eyes open. Rest while you can. We fear trouble is brewing.
Will do. Also, quick thing while we're on this quest. I need a detailed like description of what this death bloom is that was taken, what it looks like, any information that you have on it. So for us to better find this thing you're looking for. Get a better idea of what I'm seeking.
You're really going for the lie, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he tells you information that you already know.
Okay.
And he urges you to exercise caution if you're going to be in search of of this flower, not just to be cautious of the flower itself and what we know or don't know about what it could do, but whoever's after it, we doubt it's for, any good reason. So beware of them as well.
Understandable. Now for this death bloom, how do they grow? Or they just like appear out of nowhere, like you find them on rocks, trees, the ground, on vines.
Well, it's been taken from its natural environment, but if it helps you to know, then I can tell you they tend to grow very, very, very rarely, which is why we've shored up our defenses all for nothing, but nonetheless. They grow in areas where the spiritual energy of the forest is most greatly concentrated to the point where it condenses into one singular spot, infusing itself in the soil and giving birth to this flower.
Now, is it just one, or do they grow in clusters?
They're very rare, so it's unlikely that multiple would grow together.
Where would we
They grow
start
one
to
at a
go?
time.
Where would we start to go looking for it?
I couldn't tell you. We don't have any leads. However, if what you're if what you're about to do is go on a tracking mission, I suggest you speak with the Harpers. There's nobody better. And after all you've done, I'm sure you've earned their trust as well.
Then I guess we'll start there. Thank you for your time.
I just bow my head, like give him a nod, then I know.
As you try and wrap up that conversation, dude, I don't know what the fuck's up with me.
No, it's fine. It's just popped in my head too. Just walking out the door like fucking the Chinese guy in South Park. And when we get to the death room, you stupid druid dog.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so as you start to close out that conversation, the Harper leader, Aerolith, starts to make her way over to you guys, and is somewhat happy to see you guys, and asks you what brings you by.
Just chalk it up on our good old pal.
Really haven't heard a whole lot from the elders, so figured we'd check up.
Roll deception. You don't keep fucking lying.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Both of you both lied.
Oh, fuck.
Aw, fuck.
Well, fuck me, I guess. Hold on.
I got an 18. I rolled a 17
Alright,
again.
this will be interesting.
9.
You rolled a 9? Maddie?
Oh shit, hang on, my mic's muted. Or my asset's fucked up. Fuck yourself.
Says that to the leader of the Harpers.
There we go, okay.
Okay, what'd you roll, Maddie?
I rolled a 9.
Okay, that's not that bad. And with Steve's roll, it probably averages out in your favor. So she kind of looks you guys both over, a little bit confused, but doesn't think too much of it. At that point, she asks, "So, are you involved in a little rescue mission, a tracking mission of some kind?"
You're asking us if we're going on a tracking mission?
Well, what I'm getting at is why don't you join us?
Sure.
Who's
If the
us?
elder here has already filled
I
you
just shoved Tyr off to the side.
in. Why?
Because I'm having a conversation. He's butting in.
It's a conversation.
I'm talking to her too, you fucking shitter.
I just shove him behind me,
Like
putting.
Thor, like fucking the Hulk hitting Thor at the end of like Avengers, like in the middle of the train station.
Okay. As you do that, does Tyr do anything?
I basically go flying into a wall.
Well, she didn't say she fucking fed
No,
you.
I know, no. I just kind of
Here, can
moved
we roll a
you.
strength check just to see? I want to see how hard I
That's
get
what she
thrown.
wants to do. If she
No,
if
no,
she
I don't
just
want to
wants to
toss
move you
you.
slightly,
I just want to
then it
move
doesn't
you
take
to
a check.
to signal to shut the fuck up. This is my conversation. Trying to get
I
the
mean,
hit, bitch, type of way.
oh, I thought you meant like just straight up like yeeted me, like don't pay attention to him while I'm
No,
like
no, no.
going through the wall
I
over there.
gotta fucking yeet you.
That's what
I
that's
gotta
what I
fucking yeet
envisioned
you.
in
I'm
my
gonna
head.
make it known.
Well, no, that's what I imagined in my head because you're a 6'9", like 400-pound, like
I'm not that fucking strong.
All right. So as this is happening, she kind of like looks at you guys like squabbling amongst yourselves and peers over the both of your shoulders past you guys and locks eyes with Tylus and calls out to him. Tylus, are these guys cleared? Um, and he shuffles on over, saying, "Yes, they'll be accompanying you. After all, I believe you did make a deal with them that they'll have your assistance, and now fortune favors us all. We'll be able to assist each other." She goes,
so I
Don't
look
you
at
think it would be? Don't you think it would be better if we go off by ourselves and kind of investigate it on our own because we have our own way of doing things because we're pretty proficient in it.
"Yeah, fair
I
enough."
walk past Senna, pull up a chair, and just cross my hands and just watch her go.
Now it's a
I'm
show.
putting now I'm putting in timeout, so I'm not allowed in this conversation. So I get to just sit here and watch now.
Okay.
Just petty.
So, so Aerolith basically replies, "Fair enough. I suppose we'll cover more ground if we split up anyway. But rest assured, you'll have our support." Um, as this is going on, one of the other Harpers was kind of standing in the area and overhearing things. And you see him kind of prepping his gear and packing up his bag and putting it over his shoulder, checking over his quiver. And he's kind of like looking you guys up and down as though he's a little bit annoyed at you. So this guy's name is Kieran. He's very lean. He has sharp eyes, very dark green, brown hair that's tied back in a leather cord. He has very simple but practical gear. He's wearing his gear is basically like decorated with different beads and feathers. And you can see he's carrying on his back a longbow and a curved blade. So he's even just the way he's making his way towards you, his movements seem actually very agile. They're very deliberate, but they're not hulking. They're very quiet even. And so him kind of sidling up, there's kind of like a quiet confidence and a little bit of anger that's under the surface that he's kind of darting towards you guys.
And just to give him a good old look down, get as much as his like appearance and
Mm-hmm.
shit as that as possible.
Do you do anything to him, or do you say anything?
No, I just look at him.
Okay.
Make sure I really like get a good look of what he's wearing, his demeanor, stuff like that.
Okay. If you want, you can roll like an insight check. If you want more of his like feeling towards you.
Yeah. I think it's a +0. That's that's medicine. Awesome. 3.
The one
Rip.
bad roll you get, and it basically doesn't matter. Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that was a freebie. Okay, so yeah, as far as you can tell, it's he kind of blends into the background. He doesn't strike you as particularly, physically intimidating, or as though he's targeting you as an enemy. It's more just that his overall demeanor and the way he's looking at you guys seems like he doesn't particularly like you, and he's a little bit annoyed that that you're talking to Aerolith.
Does he look like he's a part of the group?
Yeah, he's one of the Harpers, and he's kind of making
Okay.
his way to this conversation now.
Okay. Gotcha.
He goes, babysitting outsiders is beneath our dignity. And he kind of like particularly looks up and down at you, Senna.
I kind of just like puff out my chest a little more, and
I use prestidigitation to make a box of popcorn.
Now we got a show.
I'm just like, continue.
It's like, oh, did you see what he did?
I cast Mage Hand and buffed out of his hands.
Don't go in
Super
there.
fire!
What do you do, Maddie?
No, I was not just fucking around.
Okay.
I was like, I cast Mage Hand and tossed out of his hands.
Bitch, it's my spell. I can bring it away and bring it back.
And give him a rectal cavity exam.
Yeah, I was about to cast
Give him a
Mage
probe.
Hand, give him a
Colonoscopy.
colonoscopy. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyways,
Do you do anything?
All
Or
right.
say anything back?
what does he say again?
He's annoyed that you're talking and making plans with the Harper leader Aerolith, and he says babysitting outsiders is beneath our dignity. Just
All
let
right,
them
and
go off on
then
their own.
I'm gonna puff out my chest, look a little pissed off, a little intimidating, and then I'm gonna say, "Who are you to judge?"
I would roll for intimidation there.
Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm just trying to be like intimidating.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
why
fucking
you're
kidding me
rolling
right now, Maddie?
intimidation.
Shut up.
Is that really what you just said?
Yeah.
Roll for
I'm
intimidation.
just
be
trying to. I'm not trying to
intimidating.
intimidate. I'm just trying to be intimidating.
Exactly.
You're like most people. You don't understand the subtle distinction.
All right, baby, hit me.
Look, I'm just trying to be passive aggressive, not intimidate.
Yeah, exactly.
all
Should be a
I
roll. Roll for bitchy.
Yeah. Roll for stats.
14.
Yeah.
14.
14.
Okay. So you kind of step back towards him, just ever so slightly. You just kind of like step one way towards him. You don't make a full, walk.
Like a half step.
Yeah, basically. And you just step towards him halfway, and as you puff your chest out and basically show your tusks, your fangs, whatever it is that half orcs have, he kind of takes a half step back and kind of looks at you like you're not worth the trouble anyway. As that happens, Tylus cuts in.
Can I do? Oh, no.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, oh fuck, it was funny as shit. I was gonna say, oh yeah, if you keep acting like that, I'm gonna fold your shirt with you in it.
Okay. It's a
I look.
robe.
I was say I look over at Alaris and offer him popcorn.
You know what you do with
Alaris takes the
robes?
popcorn.
You roll them.
And he goes, "Is this vegan?"
It's
And
whatever you want it to be.
oh hell yeah! Okay, and he eats it. What was that, Maddie?
Oh, I said, what do you do with robes? You roll them. So, like, insinuating that I'm gonna roll them in the rug or in the robe.
All right, he looks over at you and and glances back over at Aerolith as she basically explains they've proven themselves to be allies. I suggest you watch your mouth. And Tylus, the elder, also cuts in and tells him
I back off.
to temper his tongue. He explains, I too was wary of our guests, the large green one in particular, lingering his glance at Senna once again. But they've proven themselves to be more than worthy of our trust, and we wouldn't know as much as we do now without them. And in response, Kieran replies basically saying that they shouldn't be trusted just on the grounds that they're outsiders and we don't know what brings them here. And isn't it interesting that the moment we have these group of outsiders in our grove, all of these strange happenings occurs, including the spirit breaking free and the abduction of the Death's Bloom.
Take a big handful of popcorn, kind of whisper to myself, "Ooh, how's she gonna get out of this one?"
And I'm gonna come in and say, well, there's a lot of people in town. There's a lot of people coming and going. I mean, it could be anybody here. Coincidentally, that we came, probably. But, but there's always people coming in and out, doing God knows what in here. New faces every day.
So Tylus cuts in basically to reflect on your words, explaining, well, that's half true. I believe Kieran has a point. Outsiders have long been distrusted. It's why we hide our grove in the mist. It's why we place barriers and seals and keep our secrets and keep to ourselves. But it seems all our restrictions to deter the enemy outside these walls have blinded us to your second point, which is the enemy within. It could be any among us, it could be any within these walls. And if it had not been for these outsiders, we would have remained blind and asleep to this truth.
And I'm gonna come in and say, well, I agree with that. I mean, I probably wouldn't trust ourselves or someone like ourselves anyways. Just coming in how the way that we did. So, I could definitely see that point.
And Tylus replies, saying, in this world created by frivolous and distrusting elders, bound by the roots of the past and by the stone of our traditions, it's a great comfort to know that new souls like yourselves have come along. And with that, he takes his leave, walking away, and puts one hand on the shoulder of Kieran, basically patting him on the shoulder, kind of trying to calm him down. And with that, he turns his head to Aerolith, the leader of the Harpers, and says, "I'll leave the rest to you." And then he walks off.
Cut to me dumping the crumbs of a box of fucking popcorn in my mouth. It's like clapping, like, oh man, I didn't know she knew that many words.
Fucking just knees him right in the spleen.
I'm just laughing through pain.
Alright, well, I believe we should get going and try to find this death bloom. So, I guess this is farewell, unless you have anything else.
Hey, by the way, in case I might start peeing blood from her knee me in the spleen, where's your nearest healer?
Did she knee you in the spleen?
She just said that,
Nah,
didn't she?
I was just it was a joke.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you actually did it.
No. I have to roll on hit for that, but yeah.
All right. Well.
Never mind. I take back my statement.
All right. So to answer Senna's question, or it might have been Maddie, but either way, Aerolith does continue to say, "Well, a deal's a deal, outsiders. After all, you're still on the lookout for your stolen items, I presume?"
Yes, indeed.
Well, something tells me that this business with our missing Harper Lyriel and the strange, mysterious, and coincidental disappearance of the Death's Bloom are not unrelated. So why don't we do this? We'll continue our search for the Death's Bloom, and you continue your search for Lyriel, the Harper that stole your belongings.
But he just told us that we're looking for the Death Bloom, and we told him that we're looking for the Death Bloom. Why would I go out and do something else?
My point is that they're unlikely to be unrelated.
I mean, I don't think they're related whatsoever. So what's your point?
Fair enough.
I mean, like you said earlier, more people on this case of the Death Bloom as possible, the better. Cover more ground.
Well, don't take this the wrong way. We do appreciate your presence, but looking at your group, I don't suppose you're particularly adept at tracking in the way that we are. And this is a matter of great importance. And I truly do believe that the two are connected.
See, I love that you're judging a book by its cover, but you don't know who we are and what skills that we possess. So, I'm gonna go and and then just walk out.
Okay, Kieran under his breath says, "At least we can read a book."
I'm gonna jump back and
What you know?
try to scare the shit out of him.
Okay, do intimidation.
Like you know how like you do that half step and you like bring your arms back, you know,
Yeah,
like you're gonna hit somebody.
I got you. Roll intimidation.
So
You know,
all right. So while she's about to walk away, I make just a smaller bucket of popcorn because I know we're about to leave.
this man's gonna fucking hate me. 23.
All right. So, what's his face? Kieran, basically, constricts his body like it all tenses up, and he goes, "Meep!" And you think you see a very, very, very slight, wet spot starting to gather in his pants.
That's what I thought. And I
Alright,
turn around. And, oh. What were you saying? Sorry.
He goes, it's not what you think. I'm on an all liquid diet. All right. And then as that's happening, as you're making your way, the Harper
The whole party
leader,
just like this.
uh,
I just
Aerolith.
posted it, cool kids.
Oh, let me see. That's funny shit. That's so silly. That's silly. Yeah. So as you take your leave, the Harper leader Aerolith pauses and grabs Tyr gently by the arm, basically saying to hang back for a second. Listen, last we heard from Lyriel, she was on a mission to investigate the corruption in the wilds and to find its source. The reason I think it's related is because all of this strangeness likely comes back to one singular source. So where you'll find Lyriel and where you find your belongings, it's likely down the same path as to whatever this mystery around the Deathsbloom's disappearances as well. We sent her to investigate the disturbances around the grave sites in particular. I suggest you start there.
Noted. Thank you for the advice or the information.
Welcome! See, we're not all so bad. Alright, what do you guys want to do then?
Go back to tavern in a room where no one could fucking hear us. Just
Okay.
like group meeting.
Okay, you are transported to the tavern unless there's something you want to do on the way there. But yeah, you're there. You're in a private room. The tavern keeper hands you the key and looks at your very strange group, all headed into one room, thinking, are they about to do something a little weird? And he kind of gives you a weird look as you shuffle up the stairs.
I give him a weird look back.
Alaris gives him a wink. It's exactly what you think.
All right. Group meeting.
Group meeting.
All right. So, what did you guys think of what the information that we gathered? So I have some opinions, but I want to hear what you guys have to say first.
Why don't you go ahead and share your opinions, and we'll share ours afterwards, because it seems like you have a lot on your mind.
So,
Alaris chimes in, why don't I share my opinions? I feel like I don't
said
get to
you
talk
guys
enough.
first. Well, I said you guys first, so go ahead, Lars. Take it.
Go right ahead,
All right,
Lars.
Tyr, go ahead.
God damn it. If I didn't want to share my opinion just yet.
I mean, you don't have to.
No,
My
I
opinion was
obviously
that
know
you
I don't have
should. That's
to.
all. I also feel like I don't get to talk enough. I don't really know why. It's like there's some invisible force, like some reason for it, but I don't know. Anyway,
I mean,
go
you
ahead.
could talk at any time. Like, there's really nothing stopping you, Lars.
You say that, but there are tons of times, and I'm not able to. It's very weird. Something's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Is there a hospital or a healer nearby?
It's like
Please.
your guys' talking is way more important. I don't know.
For some reason, you guys feel like the main characters.
Oh no, I can feel it. It's about to happen. Go ahead, Tyr was saying something. That was good, right?
Lars, Lars, you okay? You just stopped talking.
Alaris has become mute. Go ahead and have your conversation.
Just
Alaris's
a voice comes
eyes
over like an intercom.
Look like they're in terror.
And it just like racks a fucking shotgun in the corner.
That's so silly.
I just imagine like a narration voice comes out of fucking nowhere, like an intercom. Like, Alaris is mute. Please go on.
Alaris got a sudden
Wait, like
lobotomy
Portal.
while you guys blinked last time. Half his brain is missing. Go ahead.
All right. I think what you said to get us to where we are was well done, but now that we're going out with the Harpers, I don't exactly know. I mean, I wanted to do it in the beginning, but you did bring up some good points. So what now? Now that we have to go on this hunt with the Harpers.
No, we're
You
not
don't
going
have
with the
to.
Harpers.
Yeah, where you left off, just Dan chiming. Where you left off, you're not.
Yeah,
don't
Oh,
have
that's
to.
right.
that's right. That's what I thought.
She was fighting for ours to go by
Yeah.
ourselves. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
let me restate what I said then. Hold on. Well, I like what you said when we got there, like or how we got here, but if we go out and don't come back, in terms of like with whatever they're looking for, what do you think then?
see,
They're
that's the
gonna.
part where I think we're fucked.
Well,
Um,
here's the thing. I guarantee you, there's some suspicion there, whether or not they trust us or not to our face, that we did it. That they think we did it.
so the only way they would have known if it was us is either one of you snitched or Selka snitched, which I don't think you would because you would have these
Bitch,
hands and
I
under no.
stole the flower myself.
Because you wouldn't be able to
You
talk
never
over
know
again.
what you'll do in the hands of justice.
My hands. Man, these are
My
bloody. I
hands,
need to clean
yeah.
my nails. The hands are just really dirty.
These hands. Now where's the Joker?
Looks like a Joker. No, different clown.
Goes over to Selka, just like, I knew Harvey was here.
Hurry, Dad. Can we trust him?
Can we try? You're a white knight, aren't you? The white knight of Gotham.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
You were saying you think that they might not trust you, or that you one of us squealed or something.
Oh,
or South
oh yeah,
Oh
she was saying.
no! I was saying that like the only way that they would have known that it was us is either if you two snitched, or you two snitched, Selka snitched, or there was some kind of like invisible figure, or if like there's like because you only or there's like residue on your hands from it that they can put like they can like detect it or something, but I don't think there's any other way that they would have known that it was us.
Well, I'm not saying that they know. I'm saying that I think there is a suspicion that I suspect that there's some part of their head that they think it was us.
Oh, of course. I mean, if I was in their shoes, I'd be thinking the same thing.
Exactly. So here we should proceed with that thought in mind, I think. Because if we go out for however many days or whatever it is, come back with nothing and just say, oops, looks like it's just gone now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He'd
Nah,
about
I
to shit
mean,
himself. Um. Hmm. Mhm. Do we like plan to talk while he's gone?
yeah, of course you can. That's
Okay.
what I was hoping
So
we could.
okay. So I was just wrong because I'm thinking. So I was thinking either like maybe like some kind of like decoy or like fucking duplicate that's like not like the real thing. So you know how you have like like um like Stofers and like Great Value, the same fucking thing, just name different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so I was thinking if we could like, with our knowledge of this death bloom, we could like find a duplicate and make them think it's what it is, and then kind of like hand it to him and get the fuck out of Dodge. Or like, I don't know. I keep thinking duplicates are
Well,
like fake.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We can use some sort of deception on them with my prestidigitation. If there's
Well,
and no, I'm talking. This is probably going to be a last ditch effort for us to like get out of trouble because I know they're most likely gonna smell something coming. So if like they want proof or something, we bring like a petal or whatever of like the death bloom just to show that like they just to make them think that it's still alive. But I can make that prestidigitation disappear once they put it in like storage or some shit.
what you could, well, because what? Hang on. Because I thought that was minor illusion.
It is a minor illusion, but you can still interact with minor illusions. I
No,
can basically
just-
make anything appear that I want. It's not real, but it'll appear. You can interact with it. Same with hearing and all that stuff. Like I can make noises happen, make you see
yeah,
stuff.
that's just noises. It's sensory. That's no. So precipitation is like any type of sensory effect, cleaning shit, um, like sensations, like someone like scratching at you, and stuff like that. A minor illusion is what you're thinking of. So a minor illusion is you like conjure something to make it look like it.
Hold on,
I
I'm
mean,
trying to.
we could. I'll have to fuck with the spell. So I know there's one where we can like conjure something. Um, that we can like conjure like something physical that we can have in our hand. So I'll.
No, I mean here, minor creation. You can create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand. It lasts until the end of your
Where
turn.
the fuck are you finding this? I'm looking straight at your sheet.
I'm guessing he copied and pasted this because this is like at the very bottom of the description of prestidigitation. Minor creation is what it's called. I'm on D&D Beyond right now. I'm looking at the exact same thing.
That's not what your sheet says.
Are
Oh
you in the?
wait. Never mind. I found it. I just scroll a little bit. My bad. Non-magical trinket. Well, the thing is, it doesn't last very long. That's our problem.
I know, but all we need to do is make it last an hour. Duration is an
It
hour.
says no. It says it lasts until the end of your next turn.
That's in combat.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't have
still.
turns when we're wandering around.
You know how long? You know how long a turn is in D&D?
No, I actually don't.
6 seconds.
Okay, so the duration at the top of it says an hour. Duration 1 hour. I'm guessing that the turn thing is inside combat. Because there's no other turns outside of combat. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Fuck it. Then he'll
I'm just
take
saying
it.
that's an option. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just going off the description. I could be wrong, and this Dan might not
No,
allow it. I don't
you're
know.
good. I mean, he might, but it depends. Um. My question is, how the fuck do we get out of this?
Well, Missy, you got us into this mess.
Yes, I did. Butterfly Effects is a bitch. Um.
Oh no, the consequences of my actions.
Oh no. Um. I mean, there's always getting the fuck out of Dodge, but that's not
Well,
fun.
yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get very far. We're surrounded by forest that these druids know very fucking well.
Oh, we'll be long gone by the time that they know we're gone.
Alright. Here,
Or
hold. You
by
want
the
to hold
time.
that thought for 2 seconds? Let me just pee.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a piss too. Why everybody's fucking leaking themselves?
All right, Maddie, go on. Maddie. All right.
I returned.
Welcome back.
All right. Or I had a couple other ideas.
All right.
So what about like? This is probably the fucking most dumbest one. Is like, do you think they would notice if we just like went and got another one?
So
And,
they said it's
and
exceedingly
punch.
rare.
Yeah, but rare means you and context are still out there, right? So he didn't say impossible. He said rare.
Yes. All right, but the chances of us finding another one. We can go try. If that's what you want to do.
I mean, like that's not a bad idea. But the thing is like if we, because as soon as we did like the one, then they knew that it was gone. So if we pick this other one and we pawn it off and they feel that another one's gone, we're fucking dead.
I mean, yes. 100%.
Um,
Or actually, I have an idea.
Okay.
When we go out, we can take the knowledge that Selka gave us and use it as a way to turn it on her. Because technically, any residue of the flower would be in her shop. And then they would also get the mole. That would make them trust us indefinitely.
Do you think if we go back to the shop, she'll still have that elixir or no?
No, you drank it.
Well, I made her take some. Like, do you think there's any like left? Like,
No,
she.
I mean, Maddie, let me give you two things that you did last time that I'm guessing you forgot you did.
I know what I did. I'm just saying the fucking sheer quantity of what she made.
I mean, maybe, but you chugged all of it and then threw the glass at her head,
Yeah, well,
which
she
then
made it in a
shattered.
fucking cauldron. When you make fucking soup, you don't take the whole pot to your fucking seat. You scoop something from the pot to a bowl. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean. So why don't we do this? Let's go out on our own quote unquote hunt. Come back from, like, we'll go looking for another flower, if anything. But when we come back, if we don't find anything, we have basically Selka take the fall for us. We have everything that she told us to use against her. I
Like
mean,
what?
legitimately, like what? She worked with the fucking clan that's attacking the druids. She told us outright. We could even make a lie up and say like she told it to us, you know, after a night of drinking or after doing a quest for her. But not to mention that what the quest was about. Just say like it's slipped out while she was saying it, and then like, well, here we are. I mean, the last place the flower was in her shop, like we just said, in a cauldron, like you just said. There's got to be some sort of evidence there.
Yeah, we can also fall back on the cave too. What happened there? Because you technically did leave us. So.
Yes. So one thing we could check and see before we go
That's not a
anywhere
bad
is
idea.
we could check and see if Selka's even in her shop still in the city or in the town. Because like she might have fucking just dipped. We don't know.
No, I think by the way that her shop was set up, I don't think she would have dipped, but there's a possibility. Never know. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So we have a decoy, like a physical decoy. We have a magic decoy. We have uh uh just getting it like a literal duplicate. Blame it on Selka. Selka, yeah. Uh, so we have quite a few outs.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have options here. I think we just need to play it out. But one thing's for damn sure. We have to go on this hunt alone and act like we're going to go find something.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, Maddie, do you want to see a really cool Silco cosplay? That I think is actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Oh wow. The lines could be a little darker.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I like the different colored contacts. The shirt, like the whole getup is nice.
Yeah, I've never
The
seen a Silco cosplay.
makeup's a little questionable, but it's good though.
Yeah, I think they got like his really bony ass cheeks down and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck.
I'm excited for the last episode of Arcane.
It's generally like I know because I was just like talking a bunch of shit about the last one, like saying that one's like the best one. Like that was good, but this last one's really good. There's just so much fucking shit happening.
Hey Dan, you want to see a really cool Silco cosplay that I found? Look in
Looking
Cool Kids.
cool kids.
Like I was saying, they got like his bony cheeks down and the scars. I think it all looks good. I literally this just popped up on my like For You page, so just like, oh shit, that's not bad. I mean, maybe he didn't have a maybe he didn't
I
have a
don't.
handkerchief because
Yeah.
like
I don't think that's a tie. I think that's like a scarf,
no,
like
so
a federal
Soko
scarf.
has like a handkerchief like right where the tie is. So I guess he didn't have one, so he tried his best to make it look like a handkerchief.
True.
Wonder he did the eye. Anyway, with a needle. Anything around really. All right, anyway. So yes,
Yeah, we were up the planning.
we were discussing. We have a
Um,
couple ideas of
a
how we should
bunch
go.
of a shit ton of outs that we came up with.
Well, not just outs, but just strategies to get out of this pickle that we're in. Um. So
Uh,
obviously we freed the Guardian and stole the Death Bloom and then made it into a potion. Now, we know that this Death Bloom was most likely pretty fucking big deal to the Druids beforehand. Now we definitely know it was a big deal to the Druids now. They don't know who did it. So we're trying to figure out ways how we can get out of that pickle. Because now I said to Maddie, like, I feel like the druids that have some sort of inkling in the back of their head that it was us that did it. And I want to make sure that that entire line of thought is squashed. Because we're new people in a town, and all of a sudden, this like just like Kian said. How they were acting, I don't know, to be honest. Like, it seemed like they were nice, especially the elder druids. They seemed like they were pretty nice, and I mean,
I think
we
they're
rolled well.
genuine. Yeah,
But
they're genuine. They believed us.
Kian, and I can't remember the leader of the Harper's name, but her as well. I think Aerolith. I think they have some little thing in the back of their head that's telling them that.
Kieran, I think's a fucking ticking time bomb.
So the ideas we came up with, I'll share the one I did. So my idea was if we somehow, let's say we go out onto the quote unquote hunt. One option was that Maddie came up with was like literally just go look for a replacement, try and find another death bloom. And then I said, well, if we don't find anything and then come back and say, well, I have no idea, I feel like that also looks a little sketch because of my previous point. So I was thinking, what if we just said, oh, what if we just threw Selka under the bus? We know that she did dealings with the cult. We know that she is technically the mole. We could throw her under the bus for our sake. And like the reason I was gonna say that this would work is because the only residue of that death bloom in the entire goddamn town, it would be in Selka's shop. So using that information, I feel like we could somehow throw Selka under the bus for our sake.
Yeah.
That
And
was one
then
option.
another.
That's if we're confronted, or if like it's
If
kind of like our last ditch
plan
effort.
B, our plan B, basically. Another ones that we came up. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna explain the
Uh,
prestidigitation one.
okay, do that one real quick.
Okay, the other option is we can go out, I guess maybe even go loot or something. I don't like go try and find something to do. Come back with a petal of the death bloom that I'm using my prestidigitation to fake.
You know what's thinking for that one is that like okay, so it says that the spell is only 10 feet, right? So like
Yeah.
so we've moved longer than 10 feet from it. I think the spell dissipates. So like what we could do is like get like a really like nice like lockbox and have it kind of like kind of a bitch to get into. So we can like bring it to him and show it like, hi, look, we got this, and then we close it and then we lock it and then we give it to him.
Here's the whole hard part with that, Maddie. So, guarantee you they'll open that lockbox without us being there. And
Yes,
since
that's the point. You're not. I
no,
haven't gone through
no,
the rest of the
all right,
plan
fair
yet.
enough. Go ahead.
So that's why I said to make a lot kind of like a bitch is like have like multiple box and go through like a whole like phase or like a fucking like puzzle box or something. So like it's so we put it inside of there, we give it to them, and then by the time that they fucking get the thing open, we're fucking long gone.
Maddie, where are we going?
It's somewhere that's not here.
Okay. Couple problems with that. Couple. One, we want to get our shit back, yeah? The only people that know of the person that just stole our shit are the people that we're trying to fucking dupe.
Yeah, well, the people.
Our options that we came up with beforehand keep us in the same town with the same people, trustworthy to us.
If we still make a good physical fake, they're still gonna find out. And that's just buying us time to get the fuck out of Dodge. And second of all, that arrow bitch went and told us where to start to go and find the chick who stole our shit. Well, technically, we don't fucking need him anymore. They're
Alaris,
not dead.
I'm gonna go look at Alaris and be like, hey, out of all these plans that we just told you, do any of these sound good?
Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants. What ideas do you have to get us out of this sticky ass situation? Okay, slight problem. We can't make good on our promise because our promise is fucking gone. Yeah, no kidding.
You see why we're coming up with multiple plans now.
See, we can't get the thing back because the thing we're supposed to get back is in my fucking stomach.
Get a cup of some X-Lax. We'll bring you beer while you're on the shitter.
Magnesium citrate to the rescue.
Yeah, no, I would never want to do that. That sounds awful.
Unless I
Anyway,
was desperate. So we need information about our lost shit, our lost stuff. They need information about this death bloom thing and its whereabouts. It is. That's true. Tyr, what do you think?
Well, I think we just need to go with our best option here. He's right. Also true. And that's one thing I was trying to make clear before is if we need to make sure that whatever we do, we don't lose the help that we're trying to get right now of locating our shit. Because this is the only lead we got. So I'd say let's go out, try and find whatever we can find, but not stress too hard about it. And I think our fallback is, in case something goes south, we go with the Selka plan. How's it sound?
I could get behind that.
All right then. Let's go see if we can find us an impossibly rare flower. That's the joke. We're not. We're obviously still have to leave and go for a hunt. Quote unquote hunt. Yeah, I guess. We have to make it look like we're still looking for the damn thing, right? Also true. Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
So you want to do a little flash forward to us outside of the grove? Oh wait, actually, hold on, real quick. Can I I kind of want to go to a healer because I realized in the character sheet that you put with all my items, I don't have any health potions. I would like to at least have one. So could we find a healer first before we go, guys?
We can probably go to a shop.
Go ahead and lose some money. Oh no, for real. I'm not seeing a dollar amount on the description.
But you'll tell you D&D's based on coins.
$50 gold. All right, cool. Make a note that I'm losing 50 gold. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Trying to think of what to do. Hold on, like just give me 2 seconds.
Alright, can you repeat that one more time, Dan? As I'm walking?
Okay. So I'll stop moving immediately in one of my hands, in my right hand, I would say. Start charging up an Eldritch Blast and turn around to see who it is. So I'll lower my Eldritch Blast that I was charging up, and I'll say, friends. Who are you? Mm-hmm.
I just look at here.
We're coming out here to look for something. We're just kind of wandering in a direction someone told us to wander in. Who are you exactly? So real quick, Dan, is this girl a ghost? Like, can we see through her? Because she's floating off the ground. I'm just kind of wondering. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because what I'm thinking this person either looks like or is a soul who's here, either assuming a duty they had before, or just kind of stuck to this shrine. Um, and they're appearing now because it didn't appear before when we came to the shrine. So why my thing is like I'm wondering more or less why is she here now? Like if she was at this specific one. Oh, I thought we were at the shrine before. Oh, okay, never mind. And what's her name again? Sorry. Kyra. Technically, it was. Who are you? And she was, yeah, yeah. So you said this shrine, Kyra, is for the old gods. What exactly is the shrine used for? Yeah, we've noticed those disturbances too. That's one of the reasons why we're here. Um, We can. Why don't you tell me what your visions were and we'll compare notes? So you see, I want to backtrack for 2 seconds, Cairo. You said you had some strange people kind of come through here, right? What do they normally look like? Did they look like the druids? Hmm. Yara, would you give me 1 second, please? I'm going to converse with my 2 companions here for 2 seconds. All right, so I turn around and look at Ilaris and Senna. So guys, what the fuck do we do here?
First of all, that's creepy as shit.
She seems nice.
Yeah, no.
Well,
She's gonna eat your soul. And that. Oh yeah, like we haven't seen that one before.
the old girl with a broom trick. You guys think cod limes were bad? Imagine sitting there with that old lady with a broom. But these people that she was describing, they would probably be the cult, yeah? Brotherhood, sorry, yeah. My bad. I should have said the Brotherhood, not the cult. That is my bad. Yeah, sounds very culty. They couldn't have chose a better name. No. Yes, I in fact do know Brotherhoods. Okay, so how do we proceed from here?
That is a good question. How tall is this child? Not my eyes. Okay. No, I was just I was just curious. Okay. Oh, I thought you were still searching shit. I'm waiting for. Oh shit. Okay. I know. You're like, oh, hang on, and then you didn't say anything. No, it's afterwards. Anyways. Um. What do I want to do? Um. mm-mm. Man, brain juices are flowing.
Well, I guess a couple things. We could help her, but then we're on a side quest of a quest. Just classic Skyrim attitude right there. Uh, but that's true. That is very true. Um, I also feel like we should ask her to see if she thinks she is dead, because that will give us a little bit about what the fuck she's doing here.
Okay. You want me to
Um,
talk or no?
sure.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go up to this little child. Tit for tat. Um. All right. I'm gonna go up to her and say hi, and then introduce myself. Say hi, I'm Senna, and then kind of like squat down to her level. Because I am. Thanks for noticing. Sure. And then I kind of like get down lower so she could get on. And then we just walk around, and then I'm gonna ask her some questions. A lot of fruits and vegetables. A lot of them. um, and then Senna's gonna ask her, um, so I introduced myself. So who are you? shrine keeper. How did you become a shrine keeper? No, but how did you get here? I feel like I'm gonna get fucking possessed. What do you most recently remember? I have some crazy ones. Way too violent for someone like you. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be fucking possessed. I just have that really weird inkling. Uh, I can tell because you actually have a voice. I'm gonna say I can tell because you actually have a voice.
Hey, wait.
You notice that, Steve?
Yes. 100%.
Oh no,
So
it's different.
I'm gonna do detect magic. I'm gonna do detect magic on the surrounding area, including her.
Well, we haven't gone to bed yet, so you can have your spell back.
What do we? No, wait. No. What are you talking about? I haven't done it since we went to bed the night
You
before.
can
We got
only do it once.
Maddie. We
Once
went to bed.
per.
Maddie,
What?
shut the fuck up
No,
and
the
hold
fuck
on.
we didn't.
Maddie,
No, we
shut the
didn't.
fuck
No,
up
we
and
didn't.
hold.
No, we didn't.
Maddie.
Show me on my character sheet where Dan said take a
Maddie.
long rest.
Hold your ass, all right? I haven't done detect magic since we were in that fucking guardian nest and then getting the death bloom. We
If
have
you
gone
read the
to bed
fucking
since
spell,
then.
it
We
says
have
one
gone to
per
bed
long.
since then.
No, the fuck we haven't.
When we got back from Soka's, we went to the tavern, had a couple drinks. I'm guessing then we went to bed. The next day we went to
No,
go
and then
fight the
we left.
Oh, at night? Just figured that counted as a long rest. Like, no, I
A
mean,
long rest is 8 hours. A long rest is 8 hours. Yes.
it's like an actual sleep.
And
Yes.
then a short rest is an hour. Oh, what I just said.
Well, okay, Maddie, calm your fucking tits. The way he described it made it sound like we were just coming back the next day and then we're talking to the druids. That's the way I saw it.
That's why I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Maddie. I didn't see it the way that you saw it. Blah, 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 blah. So I guess, according to Maddie being a fucking cop, Maddie's a cop.
I'm
She's
not a
wearing a
cop. I'm
wire.
playing. I'm
No,
playing the game.
no, you're a cop.
The game. The
100%.
game has rules. I follow the
NSA,
rules.
FBI, DEA, CIA, NSA, all that shit. Yeah, you work for all them. Yeah. Well, nope, because
No, because it says
Maddie's a
once.
cop. Maddie's a
Because it
cop.
says once per long rest.
Maddie's a cop.
Last time I checked, the short rest is on
Maddie's a
one.
cop. It's all right. Maddie can be a cop. She's just cosplaying as a cop right now. It's fine. I didn't even hear what you said, to be honest.
That does not sound familiar.
Vaguely familiar. Vaguely. Vaguely. Oh no, I've heard the name. I just didn't know what it was. I mean, I'm close. I'm close enough to South Florida that like I would have probably heard of this, but here, can we take a 2-second break? Cool. Yes.
It goes to what? It goes to what? Oh no. What the fuck? Mm-mm.
Does this place even exist still? No, no, it closed in 2011. That is honestly a very strange concept if you think about it. Oh my god. That that that's such a funny photo. Yeah, that's pretty weird. It's probably one of the reasons why it closed. What? Hey kids, do you even know what an OBGYN is? Hey kids, here's how to know if your kid's trans or not. Trans or not while in the womb. Yeah, that sounds like it was sponsored by Publix then. Hey kids, welcome to your life. You're now a cashier forever. It's an interesting idea for sure. Oh shit. Hold on. Just one more second. Let me just grab my phone treasure.
Mm-mm. No, not where I'm from. Mm-mm. We have nothing like this. Not even fucking remotely close.
It really is a weird idea. Just gets blasted backwards with the hose. I actually like her better this way. Well, I think I got the wrong class of kids. I mistakenly got a class of psychopaths. Oh, I mean, no homework forever, kids. Why don't we just get back on the bus? Oh no. Don't make me call your mother. No, no, no. Please inhale more anesthesia. You're gonna call who, bitch? Oh no. That's funny. Yes, this took a very strange turn. I, hey kid, here's your future. Welcome to the real world, asshole. No, but your dad knows for sure. God damn. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. No, that's the other guy. It's I don't know, that just reminded me of the fucking suction cup man when he goes to hell he's like, "Oh God, oh Jesus, oh Christ." He's like, "Can you stop saying that? We don't really do that down here." It's just. You can't just go back to life. You died. Hey, I wrote you a song. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. All right, where were we? Sorry, kind of got sidetracked. Oh.
No, no. I'm waiting for you to get off whatever the fuck this is. Nope. Grave robbed?
Desecration? Yeah. Vocab word of the day calendar pays off again.
Is it just one or is it all of them? I'm gonna ask her which grave it is and point it out. Then where is it?
Where would his remains be?
As I'm walking around this grave thing, I wanna uh look at, is there like names on these tombstones? I just wanna like, yeah. Does any of these names say her name? Yep. Really? Hell yeah. I wasn't sure where I was gonna go with that, but okay. um uh and then when I When I look at it, does it look disturbed? I want to check the dates. Yeah. 13. Okay. Um, I'm gonna look back up. I'm gonna kind of look up to her and say, so I heard that you told my friend that you have an older sister. Is that true? Is she at? Um, 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 where the fuck was I going at this? Uh, uh, hang on. Okay, okay, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna say to her that, I have an older sister too. Her name's Gail. What's your older sister's name? Or your big sister's? Yeah. I just can't lie. Okay. That's I know. Okay, 23. 23, nat 19. It's a nat 19. It's a nat 19. I had some good juju today. Do not let this shit. It's a nat 19. I can roll it again, it'll be a 19. It's a nat 19. It's the one that you bought him from because you gave it to me. It came from the FCG dice, baby. One person got the blame is the person who bought them. I asked her what her big sister name was. Mm-hmm. Is there a nickname that you call her by? Do you just call her Big Sister? What do you call her? Yes. Yes, I am. It's I'm not proficient, but no thank you.
That's pretty good.
I mean, son is slightly retarded, so um when you have a conversation with her, what do you call her? What name does she go by? Do you know what direction she went off in? Um yeah, yeah, I got you. Um uh so do you spend a lot of time around this site? Do you sleep at all? Where do you sleep at? I sleep there. Yes, yes, they do. Can you show me your bed? Oh, fuck. Um,
Meanwhile, I'm just
does she
watching
look
in
lost?
amazement. Oh no, no, I'm just watching in amazement. Just more like, no shit, she's good with kids. Okay.
Does she look lost? Hmm. Um, um, she's still on my shoulders, right? Okay. Um, okay, I'm gonna say, uh, is your bed here or is it somewhere else? I'm gonna go to that grave where I seen her name, and I'm kind of gonna like squat down, um, and ask her if this one looks familiar. Mm-hmm. You're good. Really making it use him. Nothing. Just some stupid fucking comment. Yeah. Um.
Wow. Nice.
You're doing a good job though. And Steve, just let you know, I think this older sister is not an older sister. It's like a big fucking wolf or something fucking crazy.
What makes
I
you
don't
say
know.
that?
I don't know if you're thinking. I don't know. I'm just. I just have that feeling. It's not what we think it is. They're trying to make us believe that it's something a lot smaller than what it actually is. So it's probably something like massive or like a fucking ogre or like a god or I want to say a god or like some like weird criminal entity.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of like go back to where that name was that I seen. I want to squat down and then kind of tell her to get off my shoulders so we're kind of like eye height to each other now. And I'm going to point down to the gravesite where the tombstone is and ask her if this looks familiar or feels familiar. What color did they glow? And did she like hesitate? Or did she like went by it? And she's still like that, or did she pull herself off? I'm gonna get up and step back while she keeps doing that. Okay. I walk a lot further backwards.
Fucking knew it.
Do you have any ideas?
Make you try and fish it out of her. What actually happened?
Yeah, but it's been very fucking vague so far.
Yeah, most of this is vague. We just
Yeah.
happened upon a ghost girl. I mean, come on.
You're not wrong. Okay, I'm gonna kind of like walk back up to her, squat down, eye level. And ask her what she believed that was. So what do you believe that was? Well, when you placed your hand over here, then like point it out. Um, it. I gotcha. Okay, go ahead. What did you see? That altar, and then point to it. Okay. Where is she pointing? Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on top of like hers, sort of. And then ask her. So what script? So where's the script that needs to be deciphered? Steve, can you please?
Yeah, I can. Oh, fuck, I just got a cramp in my leg. I'm alright, sorry. What am I screen sharing one more time? My ADHD
Your,
kicked in.
your screen.
Alrighty. Alright.
Oh, it's these kind of puzzles.
Do we have like a limited amount of times to solve it? I mean,
Am I solving this too on my end?
hmm.
I'm usually pretty good with these puzzles. How the fuck does that go together? Oh no, it's this.
Oh, fuck me. I know exactly where these are supposed to go now, too. That's right, I think. Uh,
Oh yeah, I think I'm almost done. Oh no, I'm good. I'm almost done with this.
I'm getting there. I know. It's obnoxious. I'm trying to get this one in the right spot now.
I like how one of them just looked like a tip of a penis.
Yes, it does. Looks like
A
someone took the top
tip.
part of a penis.
Yeah, second row or of third column. No, third row, first column. Just the tip.
Kind of a major bummer. That's funny. I'm mixing it up now. Fuck. I used to actually be like really good at this shit, and now I'm just fumbling.
I'm almost there. Does that go there?
Oh my god, come on. There we go. Solve that problem for a second. Jesus fucking Christ. I fucking know. I get this guy over here. Fucking finally got this shit. Now I know where it rests. No, I want to do this. You've provided me a challenge, and I'm gonna make sure this challenge gets done. Alright. So let's get this back up here.
That doesn't. The fuck am I missing?
You're over here.
Okay, I got it. Hold on.
See, the hard part is like, oh, now I kind of see it. All right, so this has to be right here, doesn't it? Okay.
Is there? That goes right.
The most annoying part about this is like, I can see the picture now in my fucking head. And I just like, look how fucking close I am. You know what I mean? Fuck. I guarantee it. And it's gonna be like 1,000 by the time this is done. Hell yeah. Actually, it's gonna be way more than 1,000. And I'm perfectly fine with that. That's okay.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. I'm
So
like so
you go-
fucking close. I'm so fucking close to this. It's not even remotely fucking funny.
Alright, so where does everything need to go? You need to go here. I'm gonna do you last. You need to go here. Yeah. So somehow, yeah. That almost looks like it works.
Yes.
I know. It's literally this with this and this with this. I know. I know I'm going in a circle. I'm just thinking. Fuck. The annoying part is it's
Got
right.
it!
It's right
Got it!
here.
I'm.
Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
Share my screen.
I'm so goddamn close. This is so annoying. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, just a little bit. I guess.
I was doing that in my head.
I mean, it definitely does help, but not by a whole lot.
I used to complete a lot of these puzzles when I was a kid just for fun.
Oh no, same.
Oh yeah, I played the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It was really funny. At one point, towards the beginning, I had the trunk bitch lined up on the fucking left side. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I had eventually shifted over one fucking block. Which. And I was like, God damn it! So I had to shift everything on over. It was pissed me off.
You know what's pissing me off right now? This. How to solve? Oh no, that would just be like, here's the answer. All right.
The one that she originally pointed to. Alright. Hell yeah.
Yay! Some deception happened this fucking session. Yes.
Senna good with children. I said Senna's good with children. Mm-hmm. Orphans. I am Batman.